Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Sunday and a great weekend. Well, since I had this out, I thought I would do a video with this. This is the Cat and the Poppies, and we'll be working on this poppy right in here, and the color is 608, and this comes from FGOBY, and I believe it is a Yishu picture. So yeah, how's everybody doing? I hope you had a good weekend so far. Mine's been kind of quiet. Yesterday it was kind of cloudy and just never... The sun came out early, and then the next thing I know, we're up to clouds, and it might have rained. There was no significant waterfall on the ground when I looked out there, so I at one point thought, well, if it's good and cloudy, then I can just go out and sit on the porch. Well, no, it was looking a little bit iffy there, so I didn't know if it was going to rain at any moment or just what was going to happen. Hang on, all y'all. Trying to pull you in a little closer. So, yeah, that didn't happen. So I ended up sitting in my stitchy chair for, a good couple hours. And took a 2-hour nap. And got up and fixed I had some hamburger I wanted to get rid of, so I made myself a hamburger. And I had some of those, I call them Kaiser rolls, if you will. I mean, they weren't hard or crusty, they were kind of soft, but I don't know what would happen if you'd put them in the microwave or heated them up in the oven or anything like that. I just took it and put a little mayonnaise on it and fried them in the skillet so that it kind of gave them some kind of a crust and taste. So yeah, I found out a long time ago you don't use butter, but if you use mayonnaise, it gives you a nice crunchy crust, if you will, on your bread. So I just did that on the open inside part, you know what I mean? Not the outsides. I've tried to do that, and they just end up sinking and being, not so good. So, yeah. But I worked on this a little bit yesterday. And I worked on, of course, the hairpin ladies. Still working in her hair. I did get a few colors in on those flowers that are part of her hair head dress thingy I do. And I worked a little bit on the hummingbird one. Got a few threads in there. But I'm still up in the, in that border, area. But I thought I'd start some of the flowers in there, so. It's not looking as dark as I thought it would be, but maybe the next color will add to all that, you know what I mean? So, just started from the outside, working my way back on the inside. So, yeah. But other than that, I watched some Netflix, a little bit of YouTube, kind of back and forth, not watching anything in particular. Kind of gave up on Bridgerton. It was a little too much to handle for the time being. So yeah, no clue what I'm going to be stitching on today. I'd like to get back to the mountain one and the Tang Dynasty one. I try to put at least 2 full strands of thread into it, just so it'll start to soften up a bit. But yeah, nothing much going on here. And when it's raining and looking like threatening weather, if you will, anyplace else, you know, I know that the rest of it's going to be up there, because it either rains or it doesn't, or it just looks bad all day. But I don't want to be in the mountains when it's bad weather at all. One, because of flash floods, but that doesn't happen too often. But it could happen. And also thunder and lightning is a little bit closer at 10,000 feet. So yeah, not going up there. We're kind of good. Well, I hope somebody got to go and do something fun and just have a great weekend, you know? Because mine are kind of quiet these days. I mean, we can't be doing something every day, but yeah. Get rid of that thread. Hold, please. I'm trying to get hold of this stupid scissors that just keep sliding along there. Some days I can pick them up really good off of this mat, and others not so much. So when I sat down, I also decided to make myself a cup of Darjeeling tea. Or Darjeeling. I can't ever say. So if I'm saying it right or wrong, I'm sorry. But just put it in the comments if you know how that's actually pronounced. Whoops. That went well, didn't it? Come on. Let's not get hooked on the edge over here. There we go. No plans for this week other than the May Saturday stitching. And like I said in my video yesterday, I have no idea what that's going to be. I don't have anything grand planned. Haven't made any orders lately, so yeah. Just kind of moving along. Just haven't felt the desire to order anything from AliExpress. I thought I'd give it a wide berth for a while. I got enough to handle right here. Haven't seen new grand big ones that I want. And we might have some, some reviews. Not real sure when all that will come in. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm happy to just stitch on what I have right here and not make too many starts. What is everybody else stitching on? I hope you're stitching on something that's fun and that you love. Or you might not be stitching at all. Whatever craft makes you happy. Because in the end, that really is all that matters, you know? What makes you happy? I did get some more bags yesterday while I was at the grocery store. They have these cloth, I don't know how to explain it. It looks like an oblong box, but yet it has 2 handles, no top. And it's cloth on the outside. And then it has the 2 handles, and they're very sturdy. So I got 2 of those at the grocery store. So I'll probably have to sort some stuff out and put them in there. I don't think that I would put anything in them to take with me to go anywhere. You know what I mean? Because they're kind of heavy. I mean, actually what they're made for is to put your groceries in and haul them out. But there ain't no way in God's green earth that I could ever pick them up if they were full of groceries. So that never happens. I just use them for storage, if you will. I have I have a soft bag that I got from Jill that I use when I go somewhere because it's nice and it's lightweight and it has room to put my scissors and stuff like that in it, you know, but not, I mean, it's huge, but right now I'm using it to store the smaller of the Joy Sunday things. So yeah. We got plenty of storage for right now. We'll have to wait and weed some out after a while. I try to keep the ones that I like to work on in the front room. So that's usually how that works. And then I store some of the ones that I don't feel like working on right now. So, like I said, I did get out Riverside Building Night Moon. So you might see that tomorrow with a stitch with me. And I stitched on it a little bit. What day was that? Sunday? No, Sunday. Today it's Sunday. Hello. Friday. I just had some thread that was already out, so I just finished that up. But that's all I did stitch-wise on it. Should really work on those trees because they're kind of a piece of work. It's one of those, what do you call it? It acts like it has a dull end. You know, kind of checkerboardy across the whole thing. Yeah. It takes a moment. And you kind of got to figure how to meander through it all to not use up too much thread. Not that I'm afraid, I'm just cautious like that, I guess. But it takes a moment for me to stitch it because I'm always stitching to the end of something, and then I have to tie it off and then go back to the area that I was actually started working on. Yeah, that happens a lot too. So that's how those trees definitely are. Whoops. Sorry. And I didn't even have a long thread this time. What can I say? Oh, seriously. I think I'm going to have just a half a thread to finish up. I don't think we're going to make it. It's just not enough thread. We'll see here. See what happens. Nope. I've been working with that 14 count and think I can go 100 miles, you know. And then you start working on 11 count and not happening so much. There's a lot of orange in this, and I did try to find a red color to work with today, but they're so, we'll call them few and far between. They're just kind of spread out as accent, so it wasn't a good area to stitch. All right, guys, let me get my cat. Whoop. There we go. Let me pull you down. Oh, yep, we're down. So, yep, still working on that. There's some lighter color there, so I'm assuming that the color around that is going to be a darker color. So, we'll see. It's up in that area of that picture where that light part is. All right, guys, Thanks for joining me today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.